Welcome to World Transits Today. I'm Art Granoff. You can find out more about me and my offerings at referenceastrology.com. Today, I'm going to show the November 2023 World Transits. Here we go. And here they are at a glance. We notice, first part of the month, we've got Venus with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Then we have Mercury with Mercury Uranus, Mercury Neptune, and Mercury Pluto. Then mid-month, the Sun with Uranus, the Sun with Neptune, and the Sun with Pluto. And Mars with Uranus, Mars with Neptune, and Mars with Pluto. So essentially, we've got the inner planets dancing through the cosmos all month. The main attraction, right here, the long transit that's going on for 2 months, is Sun conjunct Mars. Sun is about identity, me, I, what I do. And Mars's action is being driven towards something. So Sun with Mars is being driven to act, essentially. And that's covering the whole month. Let's look at the Venus transits to start. We have Venus with Uranus. Right there. Venus trine Uranus. Uranus represents BPM 4, release from mother's body, the new thing, what's new. Venus Neptune. Venus would be the heart, the human heart, aesthetics, love, delight. With Neptune, the transcendent, BPM 1, just living in mom's body, having a good time, eating, relaxing. And Venus trine Pluto. Pluto is BPM 3, intensity. So what we have here is Venus with Uranus through the 8th. Okay, good for fresh love, fresh aesthetics. Venus with Neptune, okay, for 2 weeks, heart opening to the transcendent, or could be a mass confusion. Neptune is what's ideal, or can be total delusion. So anywhere of those two. And then from the end of the month till mid-November, Venus trine Pluto, beauty and the beast. Venus is our heart opening, delight, and Pluto is Hades, the underground, what's under the surface of things, usually hidden. So many times with Venus and Pluto, could be great for sensual adventures, yet could be at the end of them wondering who's on top, power struggles. So Venus with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Venus with the 3 outer planets from the end of October to November 12th. What are you going to do with it? Then we notice we've got Mercury, Uranus, Mercury, Neptune, and Mercury, Pluto. So Mercury, Uranus, the aha moment, fresh awakening. I got it. Breakthroughs. Yeah. From November 1 to the 12th. It's Mercury trine Neptune. Mercury, again, our mind. Neptune, imagination. What's ideal? Get into some art, some music. Sounds good to me. And Mercury sextile Pluto till the mid-month as well. Mercury is, again, thinking, our mind, all our mental functions. Pluto is what's under the surface. So a good time to break into some big books. It's for some intense study, things you don't know, you want to find out about. Okay. And Mercury square Saturn, working in a system. Mercury, the mind, Saturn, a system, or Mercury, Saturn, some reason restricted mind. And then October 31st to November 10th, It's Mercury with the 3 outer planets. Here's our sun transits. We notice we've got the sun with Jupiter, sun Uranus, sun Neptune, and sun Pluto. From the 4th to the 22nd, sun opposite Uranus. Uranus is about BPM4, breakthroughs, the new day, identifying with breakthroughs and the new day. Okay. We also notice from the 4th to the 11th, right there, we have sun with Jupiter and Uranus. And in the sky, as we know, we have a Jupiter and Uranus conjunction for 1 year. Jupiter expands and Uranus being the breakthrough. That's the model. Okay. And with the sun there, it's identifying with the big breakthrough. So go ahead, identify with it. From the 7th to the 26th, sun trine Neptune right there. Neptune relates to imagination, what's ideal, undifferentiated consciousness, unity, oneness. That's pretty good. And we have sun with Uranus and Neptune from the 7th to the 22nd, which is pretty nice. Sun, Uranus is a sextile with Neptune in the sky for a few years. Again, Uranus being BPM 4 and Neptune being BPM 1. That looks pretty good. Then from November 11th to the end of the month, it would be sun sextile Pluto right there. The sun again is identity, and Pluto is power. And it's identifying with power, with your own, bubbling up like the volcano, ready to burst. Hopefully through some positive method, like aesthetics, some type of way you can express yourself in a creative way, as opposed to sometimes with Sun Pluto, kind of gets away from us and things get really intense and then we don't know what to do and we act out of fear. So try to keep your composure if possible. Alrighty. So sun with Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto for November. How about Mars? It's a big month for Mars. You know, Mars's force, drive, and tenacity just keeps going. Mars. Also, Mars is too strong, puncturing with their spear or in your face. And here's our Mars transits for the month. October 13th to November 11th, it's Mars opposite Jupiter for almost a full month. Mars is force, and Jupiter expands that force. So that can either be doing work that is wonderful to help people, or that can be pretty intense. Jupiter gets real big, and Mars is forceful, and could be some very strong action there. We've got Mars with Uranus from the end of last month till mid-month, okay? Usually, Mars with Uranus is going towards the new thing. Just go for it. Quickly, Mars is about, well, actually, Uranus is about speed, and Mars is drive. So find something new to do. And also, if we notice, we have Mars with Jupiter and Mars with Uranus. It's the big breakthrough. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of intensity, a lot of drive and breakthroughs of some kind going on early and mid-month. Then we also have Mars trine Neptune. In a way, they're opposites. Mars is force and Neptune is imagination. So the way I look at that, alrighty, is find some way to sidestep trouble and use your smarts, use your initiation through life to find a way to do some imaginative work with Mars. Maybe they can help us. Try it out. And then we have Mars with Pluto, Mars sextile Pluto through the end of the month. Pretty tough, Mars Pluto. Pluto is very intense and Mars is very forceful. Usually sparks flying, a lot of intensity. And then we add Mars with Saturn. That's the real force meets resistance. So, what I could say, predicting archetypally, that this is going to be a pretty darn intense month for lots of activity that's really intense. So, be aware and try to use your inner work, inner capacity work to stay somewhat grounded because there's going to be lots of intense stuff. We got two wars going on. People's nerves are all frayed. So again, try to focus, not get all whacked out on media. Okay. Stay focused what you need to do to go forward. That might help. So that's pretty much the inner planet dance through the outer planets for November 2023. You want to look at the outer planet transits. They're the same as last month. So check out October 2023 world transits today. I'm going to show you one more thing before I go that really blew my mind. And I was hesitating to show this, but I think I will. Why not? It's a little intense, and take with it what you will. Okay. Here's November 3rd, 2023, just a couple of days away, right? We know the world of today, what's going on. We can't get away from it. Even in astrology, watch this. If I remove all the aspects from the 3rd of November, except the trines, look what I get. Unbelievable, considering the day. That's pretty darn cosmic. Okay. And also, I looked up the origin of the so-called Star of David, which are two upside down trines. And it told me a couple of places online that this was the symbolic birth date of David, the Jewish prophet David, who was born under this auspicious double grand trine. And what it said was it was so wild or so amazing that to awe his enemies, David had this double trine, double grand trine inscribed on his shield. So when he went into battle, he would hold that shield up and everyone would, I guess, run away, as something like that. Okay, so there's that. And if that's not wild enough, right, for our times of today, if you add the oppositions right now, oh, this is pretty wild, huh? So you can interpret anything you want from this, of course, but I just wanted to show you this on November 3rd that we have that and we have that. Thanks for joining me at World Transits today, everybody. See you next month.